This is AC Starlord, aka Austin, and this is the vlog. This is a vlog that was supposed to be made last weekend for Spider-Man Brand New Day. This is the Spider-Man Brand New Day vlog with a mix, a little bit of different other movies like Dogma and uh, Project Hail Mary and Devil Wears Prada. Also, just to kill two birds with one stone, where I can do some Blu-ray update videos. I also have Michael too, so that's also part of that. But I'm also going to talk about some Spider-Man stuff in here, and Tom Maguire, Andrew Garfield, a whole bunch of different things. The last vlog I did not work. I had it edited, I had it made and ready to go, but this is kind of like so the intro's in here. It's just in the middle of this because I didn't want to move it. I can move it, but it's just gonna be random. Now this is gonna be random. It's still gonna be Spider-Man Brand New Day, but this is like an intro slash. Oh, this was supposed to be made a long time ago, but with other things to keep you entertained with updates, a Blu-ray update video as well. So vlog and Blu-ray update video and seeing Spider-Man Brand New Day. So because I didn't want to do all that. I got off work. This is a part 2 to Project Hail Mary for the vlog. Be careful who you talk to about this. Be careful who you mention this to. Even if they've seen the movie, they haven't seen the movie, but even if they have seen the movie, and they take one scene that Rocky was trying to do a reference to out of context. Be careful. Their mind might not be in the gutter, but they might assume what that reference is for assuming to something really bad. But regardless, you got Ryan Gosling. You got Ryan Gosling. Now, did Project Hail Mary. He was also, I'm just Ken. Anything else would be a 10. Why can't she see, you know the rest of the song. You have him in The Notebook. You have him in La La Land. You have him now as the new Ghost Rider, dog. The new Ghost Rider. And Project Hail Mary is going to be awesome. And it's awesome for him. And he's going to be awesome for a Ghost Rider. And he's also going to be in Star Wars. And after this, I'm about to go get some gas, head up to where my friend's at, and go see Spider-Man Brand New Day. It's finally time for me to see Spider-Man Brand New Day. I've been holding out for this long. I hope that's really good. I hope Tom Holland brings it in. And every other character does too. Punisher, the Hulk, all that stuff like that. But yeah, can't wait to see Brand New Day. So I'm work right now, but I'm so excited for the end of this week. On Thursday, that's when my work week ends. So it's only Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'll be seeing my best friend and going up there at the end of my shift. Hopefully it ends early. Hopefully 4:30 or something like that. Take a quick shower. I'll have everything packed up and ready to go before then, but I'm going to head up there, go see her on Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday go see Spider-Man, Brand New Day, and this is going to be the intro part of the vlog of Brand New Odyssey. Brand New Odyssey meaning that I'm going to go travel and see my best friend all the way down there in the area she lives in a different part of Texas. but it's a trip getting down there. It's not that bad of a trip, but it's a trip to getting down there. It's not bad at all, but it's a trip. So that's why it's called the Odyssey, because Odyssey is like a trip, like a Odyssey means a long extended trip. So it's like a long, short extended trip, but a brand new Odyssey begins right now. Because you already had 1.1, 1.2 in this vlog, and it starts now. So hopefully I get there nice and safe, and hopefully it's not raining throughout this whole week like this. Like it is raining right now as it's raindrops. But brand new Odyssey starts right now, and well, this is the intro, but it starts at the end of this week, which is Thursday for me. But we still get some stuff in between, like maybe a comic book, maybe how I feel about Far From Home. I mean, No Way Home, and maybe Miles Morales. Maybe, I don't know. But for right now, this is brand new Odyssey intro, part 3. And make this very short and simple. It's just fun being with her and watching movies like this and superhero movies and whatever movies she's interested in, because she doesn't watch a lot of movies. And for me, I watch a lot of movies regardless of what's in it. I should consume, as what God says, consume what we consume. I should consume good-hearted, valued things, movies, TV shows, and stuff like that, into my heart, because what we take in is what we take out, type of thing, what they do in the Bible and what Jesus says. But anything that me and her do are really cool things and really good things. Now, is a Pit probably the best show ever? Yes. Is it like a show that has a little bit of cussing in it? Yes. But it's a hospital show. So, sidebar, Pit's amazing. It has a little bit of cussing in it, but it's an amazing show that we watched together. And this was also amazing to watch together, because who doesn't watch Stanley? Who doesn't want to watch Stanley Tucci? Who doesn't want to watch Meryl Streep? Who doesn't want to watch Anne Hathaway? Now, Anne Hathaway is in questionable films. Well, one questionable film, but she had a renaissance this summer, and she still is. She had that Mother Mary, which I did not see, was the beginning of May. She had this movie, Devil Wears Prada 2. She has Odyssey that's still playing with Tom Holland, Zendaya, Matt Damon, and John Bernthal, and she's going to be in the end of Oak Street. She has a renaissance going on, and she's a pretty awesome actress. She has a renaissance going on, and she has another movie coming out after this, which I'm not really going to watch. But my point is, watching it with my best friend, this movie, Devil Wears Prada 2, was just awesome, because we both remember it, probably separate memories, but together memory is amazing. And why this has to do with Spider-Man? I mean, Tom Holland, Zendaya, and John Bernthal are in Odyssey, and they're in Spider-Man, and Anne Hathaway's only in the Odyssey. So that's the reason why this has to do with Spider-Man. So there you go. Your Devil Wears Prada, Blu-ray update video, kinda. But this is going to be strictly for the vlog, and one of these is going to go strictly to YouTube. So, yeah. But the vlog's also going to end up on YouTube as well, so it doesn't really matter. But Devil Wears Prada 2 on Blu-ray. Glad I have it. Tuesday. It's only Tuesday, and the week is going by fast. It's going to be Wednesday and going to be Thursday, and I can't wait to go up to where my best friend lives, to see her on Thursday night, see her on Friday, then see Spider-Man on Saturday, finally, where I don't have to see spoilers, which I try to stay away from. Well, not spoilers, so I try to stay away from, spoilers. My bad. Try to stay away from spoilers, try to stay away from X. Also, try not to watch another friend of ours mutual friend of ours from church, or in our former group videos, but it's hard not to when, you know, it's an enticing name. But the stuff I've tried to stay away from, well, did and did not, but really don't know when those sequences happened or anything like that. And asking co-workers, they've seen it, and one co-worker says it's, you don't have to do any homework unless you watch the No Way Homes and Civil War and Endgame and Infinity War, but technically Infinity War and Endgame, they only had Spider-Man in there a little bit, so Civil War only has him a little bit in it. So the Homecoming series is one he said you had to look out for, but I already seen those, so I'm good. So he said I didn't have to do that much homework. And then other coworkers I talked to, I asked, is it a soft reboot or a reboot or a direct sequel? Some people said it was a direct sequel. There, even a podcaster, that John Campea, same as John Campea, even said it was, or someone on John Campea's show, even John Campea or someone on the show even said it's a direct sequel. The only two people I heard it was a reboot from is the same person that's an enticing name on YouTube that was part of our church, and another friend of mine. But to me, I call that the Halloween effect, where Halloween 1987 went from movie 1 to movie 2. Halloween 2 went from the end, basically the end of Halloween 1 to going to the hospital. But the second one was completely different, but went straight from, hey, this is the ending of 1, we're at Laurie Strode's house, to going to the hospital. Boom, boom. The first movie, Michael Myers hunts down Laurie Strode, takes out, because I got cut off. Make it very, very short. Laurie Strode, and Laurie Strode, babysitting, and then Michael Myers hunting Laurie Strode down because of, his house. And then, if you've seen that movie, how it ends, it goes straight into the hospital scene. Same thing with how Spider-Man No Way Home ends. It goes from, hey, there's a spell. He does a spell for everyone forgets who he is, and then I don't know how it opens or how it does in this movie because I haven't seen it yet, but I'm pretty sure that's affected in the story. And then what I've seen from things and speculation that they get their memory, they try to get their memory back. I'm not sure. But again, not sure. But yeah, can't wait for a brand new Odyssey to start pretty soon here. Part 2 of that, at least. I came to this Walmart in Stafford to pick up a movie that I need personally for me, and also I grew up watching it with my mom, and I watched it with my best friend. The sequel, at least. The sequel is Devil Wears Prada 2. You can't go wrong with the man. You can't go with the wrong with the man. Stanley Tucci. He's the man. And I went to go visit my best friend for the first time where she moved away from, the other side of Stafford. And this is the first movie we saw together this summer, hanging out. Well, I take that back. Mario was the first movie we saw this summer hanging out. This is the second movie we saw together hanging out. And I'll do a little bit more for the vlog. I'll do a little bit more of this video for the Spider-Man Brand New Day vlog, because that's the next movie that we're going to see together. We saw Mario, we saw this, and we're going to see Spider-Man together hopefully next week. But I'm glad I found this because this is special. I'll talk a little bit more about this probably when I'm at home or when I'm walking my dog. So I found Devil Wears Prada 2. I'm glad I did. And the people that saw Spider-Man Brand New Day, awesome. That's fantastic that you guys did, because it's making records. It's making records. Okay, so Devil Wears Prada 2, part 2 video for the vlog. I picked up part 2 today at Walmart, and it's a full circle event, but here's Anne Hathaway, as clear as you can see her, and I'll bring that full circle around. So I saw this movie with my friend, my best friend, that is a good-hearted Christian woman, never treat me like trash like some other people I do know, and in my lifetime people have treated me that way. But we have fun, amazing time. She pours into me, I pour into her, but mainly she pours into me. Went to see Devil Wears Prada together, had fun with that, had fun seeing Mario with her down there where she lives currently now, and about to see Spider-Man. And Anne Hathaway here, had a movie called Mother Mary, a pop star, and then she had this movie come out right after that, and then she had the Odyssey. And you're probably wondering, how's this I'm going to be in the Spider-Man Brand New Day video? Well, this is the reason why. Anne Hathaway plays Tom Holland's mother. Tom Holland plays the son of Anne Hathaway's character. You have Matt Damon as the father. You have Zendaya as one of the goddesses. You have John Butler playing one of the soldiers. He was Matt Damon's character, Odysseus. Min, and then all three of those other people in there, like Tom Holland, Zendaya, and John Butler, all in Spider-Man. And then you have her and Oak Street coming out pretty soon. The same weekend I'm about to see Spider-Man with her, and it's a full circle there. And the full circle is that I went to go see this movie with her, and I'm about to see Spider-Man with her. And Anne Hathaway played Tom Holland's mother, and he played the son of Odysseus, and Odysseus came back, and then, all that stuff. So Anne Hathaway had the Renaissance this summer, and that's pretty much the reason why Devil Wears Prada 2 is in this vlog. So today at a local Walmart in Stafford, I picked up Devil Wears Prada 2, and this is pretty awesome and pretty magical for only one reason why. And this is going in a vlog that I'm doing. So, the one that's already on Snapchat, people saw that but didn't hear what I said, because the music in the background. I went to pick that up because I saw that movie with my best friend that lives not in Stafford anymore. Plus I got this at a different location in Stafford. A different part of Stafford, that is. Now she lives up in upper northern Texas. And I went to go visit her to see this movie. And the first time I saw this movie, part 1, was with my mom. And as a child, seeing that, you didn't know what Devil Wears Prada means. Well, I didn't know anything about fashion or anything like that. Prada is apparently a name of a fashion brand, by the way. Took a long time to realize that when I was a little kid. But I watched it for Anne Hathaway and Stanley Tucci. Anne Hathaway is amazing. At the time, she did Princess Diaries and Princess Diaries 2 and all that stuff. And then Stanley Tucci's been in a lot of different films. Stanley Tucci is the man. But at that time, I watched it as a child and as a young boy with my mom, and just had fun with her watching it because it's, a chick flick. But this one was much more fun to watch it. The second one was much more fun to watch it with my best friend because we probably had shared different experiences of watching the first one at different times in our life. The sequel was amazing. It was fun, takes you all over the world, different places, learn a little bit more about fashion. But for me, it was still watching Stanley Tucci and Hathaway do their thing, with Meryl Streep in it as well, doing her thing. But it was a fun experience watching it with her because she is an amazing, wonderful, loving, caring woman that didn't treat me like I was trash like some other people in my life. She has a good heart. She's a good Christian woman. And we always have fun watching any type of movie. Spider-Man, coming up pretty soon, Spider-Man, Mario, this movie, The Pit. The Pit, we watched The Pit. We love The Pit. I showed her The Pit. The Pit's amazing. That show is fantastic. My Best Donald Trump, fantastic. Best show in the world. So I was supposed to be with my best friend in a different part of Texas to hang out with her and see Spider-Man, probably most likely today, because I'll probably see her on Friday. But that didn't happen because I had some car trouble, and I went from fixing my car to MTV to fixing my car to MTV. And this was all for seeing Spider-Man Brand New Day. Now, I'm still going to see Spider-Man Brand New Day. And this is the reason why, and this is part of the vlog when I'm saying I'm still going to see Spider-Man Brand New Day, but I'm not going to see it without my best friend. Now, if I do see it without her, that's okay. She gets busy, I get busy, and I'll still post this vlog, and you'll still see and hear some things about me or this other, me and my friend. But here's some things I want to say. I was watching one of my other friends' videos from church and all some of that. He saw the movie when it first dropped because, of course, he has to, because he's also another big Spider-Man fan like I am. But here's the thing. He posted a video on YouTube saying, did Spider-Man get rebooted? Asking that question and talking about how other previous movies he was wearing the Iron Spider suit and little Iron Boy or whatever. That's called the Iron Spider. I know he's a fan of Marvel, but that's called the Iron Spider. And the Iron Spider is one of his costumes, one of his, suits. So technically, that's just the Iron Spider. But everyone was going to, because it's Iron Man. Because Iron Man based, and he had Iron Man is Homecoming and Far From Home and all that stuff like that, or the legacy of that. That's what he was talking about. This one is the brand. This one is different. This one's, that's what I've been hearing, and I'm hoping it is, and hoping it's the best Spider-Man ever. I don't know yet because I haven't seen it, but for a reboot to happen, the movie has to be bad. And No Way Home, Far From Home, Homecoming, those movies were not bad. Those movies were essentially good. So for a reboot to happen, they have to be bad. So Far From Home has to be really, really bad for them to do, hey, let's do a soft reboot. Now the Hulk, since the Hulk is going to be in this movie, and he is in this movie. Okay, the greatest news that came out of the Marvel San Diego Comic-Con, SCC, whatever you want to call it, is Ghost Rider coming to the big screen, but no other than Ryan Gosling playing Ghost Rider. Yes, I'm very, very hyped for Spider-Man Brand New Day. I'm seeing it this weekend. Hopefully I can with my best friend. But here's the thing. Ghost Rider is one of my favorite superheroes besides Spider-Man. And this right here, this little funny poster right here, The Notebook, I have to do the green screen behind it because The Notebook is one of the first movies I saw Ryan Gosling in. And I actually had a moment like this with an ex-girlfriend, Kissing in the Rain. this right here, kissing in the rain with flames and her dress getting on fire and her arms getting on fire, is hilarious. But that would happen in real life. But here's the thing: Ryan Gosling being the new Nicolas Cage, being the new Ghost Rider, is awesome. Is it going to be Johnny Blaze? Is it going to be something else? It can't be Robbie Reyes because he's not Mexican. But is he going to be someone else? Or is he going to take over the same mantle as Nicolas Cage? Because Nicolas Cage right now is Spider-Man Noir. So just having Ryan Gosling as Ghost Rider is just amazing. I'm just blown away that they had this announcement. And he's also going to be in Star Wars too. I mean, Ryan Gosling's being paid by Disney twice. So yeah, Ghost Rider. Let's see him as Ghost Rider, and let's see him on the new Star Wars movies, new Star Wars movie as well. But him as Ghost Rider, awesome. And Notebook, Ghost Rider, can't go wrong with that. Notebook, Ghost Rider, can't go wrong. These two combinations can't go wrong. They even had a poster of him as poster of Ride, and also they had made fun of Barbie with Shang-Chi and Ryan Gosling and that dancing that I'm Just Kin. They did a poster of that, a picture of that with him throwing out the 10 rings and him throwing out a fiery chain. This is just getting popular and everyone likes it, and it's just fun because Ghost Rider is an amazing character and he's a spirit of vengeance. Yes, he does work for the devil at first, and then he gets his own sense of heroism and fights against them and does his work for himself pretty much. So it has some religious stuff in it too, a little bit. And I have a plushie merchandise. I have all 3 Pops figures of all Spider-Mans, of course, separately. I need to get the new one for Brand New Day, which I will do. I even have a rare blue Spider-Man Pop that's for Make-A-Wish, and it's all blue. Whereas red is blue, where it's blue, it's blue. I have a gingerbread Spider-Man Pop for Christmas, where it's Christmas time. For Halloween, when I was a kid, I always wanted to be Spider-Man. I even dressed up as Spider-Man one year, as so did Andrew Garfield did when he was again for the role. My favorite movie of all the movies had to be my boy Tom Maguire, because that version is more like the 80s cartoon version. And then after that, you have Amazing Spider-Man, which Andrew Garfield was great with that role as well, and he did fantastic in it. And Tom Holland is great, but Tom Holland's a whole completely different look at Spider-Man and a different group of people. But it's not like I don't like Tom Holland. I do like what a Spider-Man is, and is different from the other two. I grew up on the 90s cartoon, and then after that they did other cartoons, and then just read I just read his books here and there. Now there hasn't been a really interesting book for me to read. I have some old ones and some new ones, and I still need to read some back issues I have in my collection. But there's a new one I'm interested in called Spider-Man Nightmare, and then they had a horror one that I read, and I still need to read some I have in the thing. But Spider-Man is not just a character to me. He's everything because I connected with him when I was younger, because he was different than most kids in New York, in Queens. He was just a nerdy kid that wanted to do science and do that. I have a learning disability and other things, and I connected with that right away because he's different, unique. He has one good friend, Harry. I had one good friend named Juan, and then later on I have other good friends. I have a really good friend right now, and he also had relationships that worked and did not work out. I have only 2 and 1 that I thought was solid until things didn't work out. But it doesn't mean you can't get redemption from that. So this video is about an announcement that they did on San Diego Comic-Con, and they announced a whole bunch of stuff. So this might be a San Diego Comic-Con video. But the first thing I want to talk about is Ryan Gosling becoming the new Ghost Rider. I'm excited for that. He was in the big giant movie called Project Hail Mary. He did Driver, which I saw. I think I have in my collection here. Fall Guy. He's just an amazing guy. Working with the same guy who did Deadpool, Levy. I think his last name was Levy. And then they announced some stuff from Avengers Doomsday. And then I also saw on Instagram about Black Panther 3, and they have that guy from the black guy from that played the android in Alien Romulus, and he was in The Long Walk. He actually got this. He actually got the prize at the very end with the AK-47 and everything like that. Now, going through all that, Ryan Gosling being Ghost Rider, he might be the perfect Ghost Rider since Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage was the Ghost Rider that we followed from Ghost Rider and Spirit of the Vengeance. And now he's also Spider-Man Noir now. So he's a different Marvel character. About to say DC, different Marvel character now. But filling the shoes from Nicolas Cage is going to be very, very easy or very, very hard. Depends on how Ryan Gosling's version is. Also, they also had Ghost Rider in the Age of the Shield, but that's Robbie Reyes, and that's a different Ghost Rider. He might be playing Johnny Blaze, or he might be playing a completely different one. Sam Elliott was also a Ghost Rider, too, helping out Nicolas Cage's. So Ryan Gosling being the new Nicolas Cage, Ryan Gosling being the new Ghost Rider, aka Nicolas Cage of the MCU, that's gonna be awesome. I can't wait. Going off of Project Hail Mary and going into Star Wars, doing a new Star Wars film, and then going to being Ghost Rider, that's awesome. He's in Star Wars and the MCU, and also playing Grace Saves Rocky, thumbs down, meaning awesome. Come on. Ryan Gosling as Ghost Rider, that's awesome. I can't wait. AC Starler, welcome to my vlog, and this is about the Spider-Man Brand New Day vlog, and I'll tell you what Spider-Man, this is a part of the vlog where I tell you what Spider-Man means to me. Now, Spider-Man means a lot to me because he's just a regular teenage boy or regular man that's trying to do school work, being a photographer, doing school work, being a superhero, and he can relate to us because he has a struggle with best friends, relationships, doing all those things, getting raised right, going the right path and taking the right path, and make sure that right path doesn't straight into a bad path. Being raised by Aunt May, Uncle Ben, and Uncle Ben teaching him with great power comes with great responsibility. We all have great power and great responsibility. We just have to use it for our gain and our worth of what we use it for. And that's relatable. That's relatable because we struggle with everyday life. We also struggle with work, school, friendships, relationships. Our parents telling us what to do that's the right or wrong things to do, and make sure our path goes that direction. As well, we don't have a rogue gallery of villains like Green Goblin or Lizard or Mysterio or Chameleon or Hobgoblin, the Rhino, Kingpin, so on and so forth, the Sinister Six. But we do have people in our way that tell us we can't do things and you can't amount to anything, and that's sort of like a villain. But also, if you have great power and great responsibility, and you have the responsibility to do things, and you have the power to finish them, then why not? That's what it means to me. That's what Spider-Man means to me. But also have merch, pop figures, all the movies. Tom Maguire movies mean a lot to me because it's like the 90s cartoon. And then Andrew Garfield was not as bad as Amazing Spider-Man. Tom Holland, I love Tom Holland's too, and he's a little bit different, but different too. But Tom Maguire always gonna have it for me. And the '90s cartoon, loved it. Even the other sequel series in the future, I loved it. And I watched the other ones, but Drake Bell one was the greatest one after those other two ones, and now they have Spider-Man Noir, which I need to catch up with Nicolas Cage, aka Ghost Rider. So Spider-Man's a lot to me, but the one thing you need to take out is out of this is great power comes with responsibility, and we have that. You have just got done with jury duty and came to this Walmart, found me a gym, but before I get into that, this is going to be the Spider-Man brand new day vlog. I'll be talking about other Spider-Man cartoons, comics, a new comic book that's coming up, things that are evolving with Spider-Man, new comic book, some of the old 90s TV show, which I already talked about on my YouTube channel. One of the other ones I'm watching currently right now, still on Disney Plus, and other wonderful magical things about Spider-Man that I do love and enjoy. And this is the intro to the Spider-Man vlog. While I was finishing jury duty and coming here to Walmart to get some bananas, I saw this actually, and I picked this up, Dogma. I've been looking for Dogma for a very long time. Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, Selma Hayek, Jason Lee, Jason Mewes, Alan Rickman, and Chris Rock. Classic movie. Jason Mewes with Kevin Smith. Kevin Smith directed the movie. You can't go wrong with this. He loves Marvel and DC, especially Marvel, and there's a lot of references, so you can't go wrong with that. If you want to see a good performance from Matt Damon, go see The Odyssey. Odyssey's great. Go see that. But if you want to see an awesome, fantastic performance of him playing another Greek mythology character, find this, get it on digital. He plays Loki on here. And yeah, not like the Loki that from Marvel and DC. I mean, not the Loki that's from Marvel and all that stuff, but it is Loki. Nonetheless, it is Loki, but not the Loki that you know from Marvel's cinematic universe and all that stuff. It's a different Loki for sure, but this also has the mythos of the Bible kind of in it, in a way, of a different interpretation from Kevin Smith's point of view. It's not the best, and it's not the one I agree with, but it's an interesting, independent, fun movie to watch. So this one's going to have a whole bunch of different, this video is going to talk about a whole bunch of different Spider-Man stuff, rapid fire, because like I said, this was already orchestrated and I had everything ready, but now the vlog that I originally made didn't fall apart. I mean, didn't make it, but I still have some remnants of it. So, starting off, Tom Maguire Spider-Man is amazing. He was the very first one I fell in love with, movie-wise, live-action-wise. He just fit the role. He fit the aesthetic of the 90s cartoon version of them turning live action. And Doc Ock was amazing. Sandman was amazing. The Venom in there could have been worked a little bit on there, but it was amazing. Hobgoblin was awesome. Didn't like the new Goblin thing. That's Hobgoblin for me. Then after that, after they did all three of those movies, they went to Andrew Garfield and did those two movies, and I love Andrew Garfield's movies as well. I loved the first one with the Lizard. I loved the suit, the new Andrew Garfield suit. It was completely different from what we are used to seeing. And then they went with a traditional suit in the second one, which was also amazing. But the first one was definitely different on how it looks. Having the Shocker, having Electro in there was pretty good. And their Green Goblin version of Green Goblin was kind of amazing, kind of ugly looking, and that one's also pretty cool too. Um, Andrew Garfield's version was cool, and then seeing them all together and Far From Home, that just pretty puts icing on the cake. Seeing Andrew and Toby together, Toby and Andrew together with Tom Holland, that puts icing on the cake as we're going into Brand New Day. Um, and the Homecoming, Far From Home, and the Home series was pretty cool with Tom Holland as well. I do enjoy Tom Holland's movies as well. He's a pretty good Spider-Man, and I know all the villains that they said they were going to promise for Sam Raimi's wasn't going to be made because they only stopped at 3, and then they had to put these other villains in. They put the other 2 villains in Andrews, and now they had to do these other villains like Mysterio and all that stuff like that in and the Vulture and stuff like that, and Scorpion and all that stuff in Tom Holland. So it's kind of like an extended thing where they did that. Now, what really got me into Spider-Man was the 90s cartoon. The 90s cartoon was fantastic. You have Kraven the Hunter, Green Goblin, Hobgoblin, what is it? Kingpin, whole bunch of different villains that you see in the Spider-Man movies so far, and it just was a cool Saturday morning cartoon, and you learn a lot about Mary Jane, J. Jonah Jameson, Tombstone, whole bunch of different people, whole bunch of different things. So the cartoon was pretty cool, and then the series, the Ultimate Spider-Man series, the sequel to it, when he goes into like the future, and it's the answer to their answer to DC's version of Batman Beyond, which Batman Beyond was the futuristic version of Batman. So this is their version of the futuristic version of Spider-Man for Marvel. So this is their answer to that, and you get Venom and Carnage, Vulture, Green Goblin. The Green Goblin and Vulture and stuff are not really that bad guys. They're kind of, the Green Goblin's good, but Vulture is kind of an anti-hero, and you have these other like animals taking over, and they're like knights and stuff like that, and they're the main bad guys in this, and Spider-Man has to figure out, the same Spider-Man that we know has to figure out how to get back home and how to get back to his reality. It's kind of cool. What else? There's a new comic book coming out pretty soon called Spider-Man Midnight, and it's their answer to DC's Absolute, and we don't know much about it, but he has a big giant spider on his chest, and he has a mask, and he's a shirtless and no suit basically, and that's pretty much it. They're doing also X-Men and Fantastic Four with that. And then I just read 2 issues of Spider-Man Long Way Home, kind of like Spider-Man Far From Home and the Home series. You have Punisher and the Hulk in this, where Punisher and the Hulk was in this movie. Going to be in this movie, A Brand New Day, which I already seen the movie, but now you kind of know what I'm getting at. Before the pre-knowledge of me not seeing this movie, this comic book was basically getting Spider-Man from where he's at, from Brooklyn, helping out the Punisher, take down the Hulk, because the Hulk got corrupted by the Tesseract, and that's pretty much it for the first 2 episodes. First 2 issues, And there's a new Spider-Man comic book with the Hulk, with Kevin Smith, and I'm going to probably pick that up somewhere this week. So that's pretty much it for rapid fire of that. So confirmed for not this week, but the week of the 15th, which is the week after that, so it's 2 weeks, to go see my best friend and go see Spider-Man. I'm gonna create my own odyssey. It's an odyssey just to get down to where she lives in Cypress, Texas. It's not that far, but it is an odyssey. It is a trip. An odyssey means the word odyssey means it means basically a long way trip to go somewhere. Also means a long way to get back home. Matt Damon and Tom Holland and Zendaya and, well, John Bernthal, they're all in that movie as well with Robin Pattinson. And I saw that movie, and that's the only movie I saw so far. So, me having an odyssey to go see my best friend, to see Spider-Man, to see Zendaya, Tom Holland, and John Bernthal again on the big screen, why not? The Odyssey, here we go. My Odyssey. And what I was trying to say the other day on Saturday, that the Hulk was also rebooted. The first Hulk was rebooted, and then they made the Incredible Hulk, and that's what a reboot is. Because literally the guy who played the Hulk in the original one got fired, and then got hired Edward Norton. Now, if I want to talk about the Punisher, because the Punisher is also in this movie as well, the Punisher went from one movie to another movie to another movie with John Volta to another movie to now with what we got on television. Now, that one didn't, those other Punisher movies didn't really get a sequel or anything like that, or unless the John Volta one wasn't doing that well, and then they did a Warzone one with another actor. I'm not really sure. I don't know if that was straight reboot, but I know that Punisher got rebooted so many times, and now we got John Bernthal playing Punisher, and he's there to stay. But with the Hulk is a perfect representation of a reboot. And any other thing like Superman, for example, Superman had Henry Cavill, and they were going to go on with doing a part 2 of Man of Steel, and they rebooted it with Corn Sweat. So that means that Henry Cavill got fired after, of course, The Rock made a big deal about him coming back. But that's what a reboot is. Now, my other friend that made a little YouTube video short, and also made a YouTube video of the review. Is Spider-Man rebooted? No, it's not. Those actors are still hired. They're still playing the characters. A reboot means that they're fired. And I'm going to put this in the vlog, but I'm not going to put this on YouTube. Well, the vlog is going on YouTube, but this is only going to be in the vlog. But that's what means a reboot. That's what a reboot means. They're fired. A remake means they're just remaking it. And he could have used a remake, because they could be remaking, even though it's a solo movie of its own franchise, and it's the 4th movie in this franchise. You can also remake Spider-Man the way he's supposed to be, instead of when he said Iron, not trying to be with Iron Man or Iron Boy or whatever. It could be a remake of our idea of what Spider-Man is, but it's not a reboot. But it's also not a remake either. It's just a straight up solo movie on its own. So, part 2 of this video.
Person who just
In 2 miles, take the exit to merge onto State Highway 99 North.
I think that's really important.
he seems like the type of person
Odyssey,
who just
guys.
does
Brand new
work
Odyssey.
for the love of the game.
Yeah.
You know, and you feel it when you watch his shows, when you watch his read his books.
And
Part
podcasting,
one.
like he was doing it before people
Part
podcasted. So not only would I not be able
Brand
to
new
see about
Odyssey.
Mallrats, I don't know if podcasting would be the
Part
scale. And like Evening of Kevin Smith was him
one.
selling DVDs of him talking nerd stuff touring.
Part 2.
Yeah.
That's what
later
inspired me
on
to start
in
talking
this
about it.
so
Like
true.
we're talking like a singular vision here.
Kevin Smith definitely feels like a man of the people. I mean, we're talking about him like he's Princess Diana.
Let's dive a little deeper into Bizarro Year 9 because I'm so excited for more people to discover.
Part
It's
2.
incredible. Just the one smile you see,
Brand
but you
New
can still feel
Odyssey,
Jim's
Part
like
2.
angst in the pages.
Jim was a really wonderful Batman artist, but I was so judgy when I was a kid, and I'd always be like, that's like the coloring book version of Batman. You know, because I wanted
So
like,
clean.
yeah, it's so clean. I wanted like dirty Frank Miller or something like that. But like looking back, it's just beautiful. This stuff is so elegant, so clean, and very classic Batman. You know, like very close to Neil Adams Batman.
Who I think like
With his cape, it's particularly in the performance of his cape.
that leanness is what
Yes.
I'm curious if they go to. We don't know anything yet for DCU Batman.
We
I
do
will
not
say
know
we do not know.
anything about
But that's
DCU.
one of the things I'm really curious about as a big Batman fan. Like, what do you want the DCU Batman to distinguish?
I never practiced right from wrong based on what Jesus did. My right from wrong is all about like, well, that's not what Batman did. That's not what Spider-Man did. That's not what Stan Lee taught us to do when he wrote these stories. None of these amazing artists were creating these characters and wrote the stories about them. They were always telling the most simple biblical story, man. So the benefit that comes out of it for me personally, you know, has been immeasurable since I was a kid. It's all coming into like my daily.
Come on, no time to waste.
Hopefully the last part of the vlog. But I'll tell you how I felt about the movie, about Brand New Day. The Brand New Day, Spider-Man Brand New Day was fantastic. I enjoyed every minute of it. Comic book covers, his first ever comic book covers up on the screen. Savage Hulk was amazing. You get Punisher and Punisher and Spider-Man together after you see them doing their like banter in the Odyssey, was to have a very good conversation in the Odyssey, and this one is different. Where there's back and forth. Jean Grey is amazing in this. Spider-Man was street level. Your friend, you get to see that he's a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Him mutating also. It's all there. It's all great. This movie was great. I want to see it the second time. I don't want to hold this up too much, but I definitely want to see it again. I have a full-length review. This is the end of this vlog, and hope you guys enjoyed this, because hopefully this one goes on YouTube. So you guys enjoy this. If you guys enjoy this video, put a like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Go check out the review. I have a review for I have a review for Fast and the Furious. Fast and the Furious 25th anniversary, and Toxic Avenger on here, and some other comic books on here and stuff like that. So deuces.